For me, I've noticed changes that happen outwardly are often the easiest. For example, dyeing your hair, getting glasses, or even dressing in a completely new aesthetic. The way I dress, the music I listen to, and the hobbies I enjoy are constantly evolving almost effortlessly, without me even noticing. For me, it's what's on the inside that I find a little bit more difficult. Internal change reminds me of a furnished house that you've lived in for a really long time. Maybe you like the way things are, but the layout isn't convenient for your lifestyle anymore. Or maybe you don't like the way things are, but moving everything around or even removing things sounds too strenuous and overwhelming. Change that you don't necessarily see, but you can feel, can be the most complex and bring out the most wild emotions. One of the things I struggled with the most regarding this internal change was communicating it with people around me. I mean, how do you begin to communicate something you don't even fully understand? This is where change as the idea and the act got a little lonely for me. I had to move all of this stuff in this great big house by myself. Sometimes I felt like I couldn't do it even if I wanted to. Sometimes I almost wanted people to do it for me. Once again, say it with me everyone, I am not a professional in this area whatsoever. But real internal change for me was not going to happen by the will of those around me. Remember when I talked about listening to me? What I want, what I need? This is really where it comes into play. I had to turn down the voices of others to begin listening to myself. I had to take steps to find comfort in the silence and contemplation that came along with that act. Although the quiet could be a little unnerving, it gave me time to figure out what I was feeling, and I could then begin to put it into words. I started being able to see where I wanted things to go, how I wanted to grow as a person, and then I could invite others in. Not for validation or approval, but to show my loved ones how I'm growing and what it looks like for me. For me, internal change is a solo mission filled with ups and downs. But at the end of it all, I always learn something. Whether it's a little bit more about how I think, how I feel, or those wonderful proactive thoughts of what I want for the future, it's never left me with nothing. But let me say this. I've never turned around a whole room overnight. I said it once and I'll say it again. Change, in any form, takes time. The rate at which I grow and change is good for me, but will look vastly different for others. What matters is that even if you just move one chair in a whole week, you know you've made even a little bit of progress.